It's the perfect outlet for young drivers with a need for speed, and it's in the right environment, off the streets and on the track. Drifting is taking off here just as it has in Japan and the US. Kylie King went along to the opening round of the Toyo Drift Australia series at Mallala to discover why it's capturing a lot of attention from a new generation of motorsport fans.
Drifters are seen as glorified hoons, sliding around the track in their modified machines, burning through rubber and sometimes bumping panels. But make no mistake, this sport is growing. Drifting was introduced into Australia by a self-confessed revhead who saw it in Japan and was hooked.
Come back to Adelaide and got myself a car and set it up as best as I could, close as possible to the Japanese guys, and had a go, and it was awesome fun. And then, ever since then, everyone's sort of just, grabbed a hold of it and thought, wicked, we want to try it, we want to watch it. It's just turned into a crazy sport that everyone loves to watch.
It's even captured the interest of former Australian Rally Championship driver Jack Monkhouse. Well, there's no dirt. An ex-rally driver here competing. What's going on?
Oh, just a bit of change of scenery for myself, and a bit less expenditure out of the pocket, which is a good thing, and it's just as fun, and it's just over a bit quicker, but yeah, having a ball out here for sure.
How does it compare? You say it's just as fun. What do you get out of it? What do you enjoy about drifting?
You have to be a fair bit more precise with the line you take, because the judges are pretty critical on where the car is and how the car's positioned, and basically have to get everyone spot on. And comparing to rallying, obviously there's no clock against you, but then you do have the other excitement of chasing a car and being able to battle against door to door with another car.
I've been obviously riding motorbikes my whole life, all the V8 supercars, so we do stunts at all them, hold a couple of world records, and seeing this new sport called drifting and decided a year and a half ago, let's get into it, looks like fun.
And an Aussie car, which I guess didn't go down well early on.
Oh, it still doesn't go down well. It's like I don't know, it's like bringing a pig to a Muslim wedding. It just doesn't happen.
Former world BMX champion Luke Fink is another high-profile convert to the sport.
Something I kind of got into from the BMX through BMX mates and stuff, so yeah, it's another sport, I guess.
You weren't crazy enough before?
No, I wasn't. Bikes can't go fast enough, so I can go high, but I can't go fast enough, so this is better.
And just in case you were thinking drifting was an all-male domain, think again. One of the most talented performers is young Catherine Calero. You've been a fan of this for years.
Yes, I've been doing it for about 4 years now.
And in those early days, it must have been pretty tough.
Oh, yes, it was. No one took drifters seriously on the street. People were starting on the street and things like that, and it was, everyone's like, oh, they're hooligans and hoons and all this. And when the tracks started opening up and letting us use the tracks, it was all good.
While most forms of motorsport involve being quickest, drifting is more focused on technique.
The judges basically get you on the angle of the car, so the angle of the car sliding into the corner, the line, so the position where the car is on the road, how close it is to the apex or whether it's out wide, and the speed of the car. If the car is travelling really fast and it's on the line with good angle, then they rate that very highly. And in the battles, if you can emulate the car you're following, then you do really well too. But the trouble is not to get too close to them, because if you get too close and you wash off your slide and you straighten up, then they'll get you for that. So it's hard on the mind.
This sport may have had humble beginnings, but in just a few short years, the level of professionalism has grown. There are several competitive drivers, sponsored multi-car teams. There's even an ex-V8 supercar spec car transporter out in the paddock. It belongs to Adam Trewella, who has benefited from the growth in the sport by securing a sponsor and expanding his team.
Last year we struggled to get every round. We got to every round, and this year I brought two of my mates along and we've become a three-car team, and we're just ready to go every round. It's not really a struggle anymore at all.
So why has drifting captured the interest of a new breed of motorsport fans and drivers?
I think it's just the intense, off the edge kind of the whole thing about it. It's fast, the cars are sideways, it's just very exciting form of motorsport.
And just to show the Australian-made Holden Monaro can well and truly hold its own, Robbie Bolger celebrated victory and is now fourth in the championship. The next round of Drift Australia is at Eastern Creek in July.
Later in the year, our own Daryl Beattie will take to the wheel to learn more about this fantastic sport. Keep an eye out for that.